It was the final nail in the 10's coffin. So what happened to them? Well, the ones who could adapt found themselves doing a job out wide and then drifting in, or deeper in more of an 8 role. And those who couldn't, well, it was a slow and painful death. It started when their greatest nemesis began to turn the tables. For so long, the fullback's primary role was to defend. But as the years rolled by, the fullback began to push forward more and more and more. Initially, only rare exceptions were actually threats when they went forward, but soon, the standard for every modern team was to have a hyper-aggressive fullback who could actually make the difference in the final third. And a more aggressive fullback demanded a more defensively astute winger. Action and reaction. Suddenly, it wasn't always the silkiest winger who got the nod from managers, but it was the one who was willing to work, to help the cause in the defensive zone, and follow their fullback. There were other issues though that were layered in. Defenders were becoming more athletic, able to keep up with wingers in a foot race, and having access to thousands of hours of footage helped defenders cope with them better. But one of the biggest factors was definitely a tactical one. With fullbacks overlapping, there was now less reason for the winger to be looking to hit the byline through complicated but entertaining dribble mechanisms. What made this even more important was the tactical trend of having 2 centre forwards. For so long, a staple of football was also dying out, and so it was pointless having your best attacking outlet hit the byline for a cross. To make things worse, it wasn't just that they now had one man to hit from the byline. Sometimes they'd have no one at all, due to the decline of the pure 9 and the rise of the false 9 at the same time. With less threat from the 9, the winger was asked to do something different, because now the goal threat had to come out wide. How do you contain a player who could appear anywhere? But here's what makes them truly lethal. They've learned from the era that tried to kill them. They're more disciplined now, more possession safe when needed, so when the killer ball isn't on, they're willing to keep the game ticking. They're also physically bigger, able to ride challenges that would have floored their predecessors. And perhaps most importantly, they're hyper efficient. Where many 10s before were all about the assist, this new generation has also developed the thirst for goals that modern stats-driven football demands.